Yeah, this was also a video we're gonna do today. It's gonna be this video is very, very disturbing to me. Um, and I'm gonna give you like an extra that woof, man, it just sounds a little spooked out. This gonna be a little more of a scarier video. I don't do the, I like scary movies. Don't get it wrong. I love some scary movies, zombie movies, and see, zombie movies, werewolf movies, vampire movies, cool. But zombie movies, poltergeists, like haunted houses, haunted asylums. Yeah, I like a lot of little stuff. Well, today is kind of a little weird of a video because this is something that really disturbed me that I had never knew nothing about, and it is crazy, crazy. Okay. Um, It's a white people thing. I don't get it twisted. I love the white people, but without you guys, we wouldn't be where we at right now. Cause y'all do all the crazy shit, and a lot of y'all have to die for us to find out about how high you can, parachute jumping out of planes, or diving deep down in the sea, or going and squeezing through cracks in a cave. Not me. Not ever gonna happen. Won't happen. Ain't happening, and it won't ever happen. If I got to do it, you won't. If I got to save people to do that, they won't get saved. We're all going to be gone because I can't do that. So this new thing that's out right now, it's been out for, I would say, a couple of years. I want to say I found out about it about 2 years ago. And as soon as I saw it, it creeped me out, like a Night of the Living Dead type thing. Zombie movies, I love zombie movies too. Whew, love some zombie movies. Well, these white people got a thing, because it definitely ain't a black thing. Sorry, white people, but it is a white thing. It's not a black thing. Where they're putting their loved ones in coffee tables or in tables in their living room. Like they take the dead body, they preserve it in some way, and they have it in like a coffee table. You're going to get to see the video of it. It says, burying your loved ones in a coffee table. What do you think about that? Creepy. That's what I think. Creepy. That's what I think. And spooky. That's what I think. And everybody in the room sitting around that table to me look like mentally something ain't right, but they all look like they dead. They're just scary looking to me, period. I couldn't even come in your house, let alone sit at a table. You couldn't even get me a cup of water. I wouldn't even want to. It ain't no offense. I just wouldn't be able to be in the house like that. It's just too much for me. A lot of years ago here in Miami, I went in someone's house mansion, and in their living room they had like a glass coffin with a person in it. I didn't even go past the front door when I saw it. We was there to do something in there for them, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't go in. I had to decline. Wasn't gonna happen. It creeped me out, man. I remember it was a lady that wanted to talk to me, and she took care of the dead bodies. Beautiful, bad chick. Oh my God, she was so fine. She had all the Duncan Hines, the porch, the patio, the backyard, meaning the boobs, the booty, the thighs. She was bad. But when I found out that she preserved and did the dead bodies, when she touched my arm, it felt like cold. I couldn't even let her touch me. I didn't even want to give her a kiss. Didn't even want to give her a hug. And that lasted all good of maybe 10 minutes. And I just walked away. She really wanted to talk to me too. But the way she looked at me just creeped me out. When she touched me, it creeped me out. It just creeped me out. You know, when I cringe just thinking about it. When I would look at her face, the way her eyes lit up was like, is she happy about the dead bodies? Is she thinking about me being dead? Is she said, oh, I like your body. Oh man, I just couldn't take it. I'm sorry, but I had to decline her. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it at all. She was beautiful too. I mean, bad, but she scared me. I was scared to even go anywhere alone with her. That's how much I was nervous of it. I mean, to me, to do stuff like that, you gotta have a strong mind. You gotta have a killer's. You gotta be cool being around dead bodies. To me, you gotta have a killer type instinct. You know, you gotta be. Man, look, no, and absolutely not. Hell to the no. When I was a kid, a man back home when I was a kid, a man was sleeping with the dead bodies. He owned the funeral home, and he was sleeping with the dead bodies. I heard about it as a kid. I was probably about 7, 8 years old, and my grandma told me about it. Say that though, he was sleeping with the women that were dead, and one of the women, she rose up and grabbed him while he was on top of her, grabbed him by his arms, and she locked and she froze with her face, with her mouth like looking crazy, with her eyes wide open. And Buddy had a bunch of heart attacks and strokes. He couldn't get off the lady because she had that death grip. He was stuck on top of her. He screamed till he couldn't scream no more. Couldn't get up, couldn't move. She was sitting there man, can you imagine that shit? They say when gas is in the body, people will move, you know. They'll move. You have bowel movements when you die. When you got gas in the body, that gas can be used to raise them up, to open their eyes, to reach out, to say something. Sorry, won't happen with me. Listen, I love my grandma and all my people, but I ain't putting them in the coffee table. They gotta go. When it's over, it's over. The fat lady sing, the other lady sing, the opera play, it is over. You can't go in the coffee table with me. I'm black. And it just don't work that way with black folks. Black folks know we ain't. See, when I hear about white people getting killed, doing crazy shit like do not enter, don't go in there, it's danger, don't go. White people still go in there. And then they end up getting killed. And you know what I've learned about our brains? What really gets us killed? We have a problem as humans accepting reality. Okay? I'm going to give you an example of what I'm talking about. Let's say we all sitting here and we're in the woods. We already know when it's a woods event, it's white people again because black people ain't gonna go. When you hear about a shark attack and a bitch getting ate up in the ocean, you already know it's white people again. Cave diving, y'all bold, bro. When I say the white people got some heart, you guys got some heart as far as I'm concerned. You guys are brave. But we wouldn't know the things we know in this world if it wasn't for you guys. So, I mean, I love the world. I think it's a melting pot of cultures, and we need all the cultures. Every culture plays a role. Every culture does something special and has something special about them. And it's all part of the human race. So I love all the cultures. All my kids mix too. So ain't no funny business with me with color. It just doesn't exist. I don't have any racist bone in my body about people. I love all the colors. Every last one of them. The Mexicans got their thing. Everybody got their own thing that they do. But I love the cultures. Love visiting them in their countries. Just love the cultures. But back to what I was saying. When you go, you go. I don't want to have no loved ones sticking around in my coffee table in my living room. Can you imagine it? I'd be terrified. Just I can't even be in the house with nothing like that. I mean, oh my God, man, it's so crazy. Yeah, there's another little piece I'm gonna throw in here too. There was a white chick, I think it was last year. Um, she got caught raping the dead bodies. She slept with she's a young white chick too. She was grown. I wouldn't say she's probably in her 30s. That was sleeping with the dead bodies. She got pregnant by the dead guys. You can look up the story. I think it was last year or the year before, 2023 or 2024. She got pregnant by the dead bodies. She slept with like 80 of them, 87 and almost 90 of them. I think it was like 81 to 87 bodies she slept with. And she got pregnant by one of the dead bodies. His family was pissed. And that's when the scientist was like, yeah, the man can even make a baby after he dies. We could stimulate the testes with electric shock and he'll ejaculate even after death. So she got pregnant by one of the dead bodies. The guy been dead too. And she got pregnant by the dead bodies. They found out she was in there sleeping with the bodies. I think they gave her 80-some counts of abusing a corpse or some kind of charge. And they locked her up too for it. And they was talking about something they was going to do with the baby. Like she wasn't going to get to keep the baby because she was going to prison for doing it. Jail or something like that. They gave her like 80-some counts of abusing a corpse. Don't ask me how she was able to do that because I couldn't do it. Dead body, I don't even want to be in a room with one. I don't want to. I mean, I know somebody got to do the job, but it just couldn't be me. No, sir. And then they'll open their eyes. I don't even know how people could eat. I see people eating sandwiches around the dead bodies and laying the sandwich down by the body or on the body. And I just think that's crazy, bro. I just can't do it. When it's over, it's over. I don't want you in my table. I don't even want you coming back to see me because it'll probably scare me for you to come back to see me. You just gone on. Where you going? I see you in my dreams and my memories. I don't want you coming back to see me. I ain't living in a haunted house. I can't do that. If I see something in there that's haunted, I'm out of there. I'm leaving everything inside. Everything inside. If I go back in there, it's with a team. Notice I ain't say one person because if one person get killed, I'm back on my own again. No. It has to be a team. This is going to be a team effort. I ain't going in there by myself. Under no circumstances will I do that. Nope. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, sir. I'm not going in there by myself. And if you got 2 people, I ain't going in there with 2 people. I need more than 2. It need to be more than 3 of us. I want at least 6 or 7 people for me to feel like cool. Because they got to get through all of us first. They got to get us all together. They ain't going to split up. And trust me, if it's going to be a split up, I ain't going in there with you at all. Even if, we in groups of 3s now, I'm not going with you. Not me. That easy to two could get killed. We could get lost. One might venture off, then he get killed. I done seen it too many times in movies. I'm a movies guy. No, splitting up is a bad idea. Bad idea. Bad idea. It just don't make sense even when you think about it. But they're putting people in these coffee tables and putting them in their living rooms and in their kitchens, and the whole family sitting around with smiles. You're going to see the video. Sitting around with smiles on their face while these people are dead, frozen, looking like a zombie with this weird look on their face, with their body looking all crazy inside of some glass jail. Look, you just got to see it to believe it and understand. I couldn't believe this is like an all-time low for me. This is like a hell to the double no, like to the N-O, to the highest power N-O. Hell no. When it's over, don't come back. No, I don't want to see you. Listen, this shit real. They had a lady that, this done happened a couple of times, and I'm sorry, I'm no offense, but if this happened, you ain't coming home with me. They had it happen a few times. There was a lady, she was pronounced dead. Um, they was finna put her in. They had put her in the casket. The doctors checked her heart wasn't going. They had her in the morgue, and they had put her in the casket, had her in the morgue, and prepared the body, the whole nine, and had her in the outfit, had her in the coffin. Days, okay, days, like 3 days. And as they are putting her in the ground and they lower in the coffin, the lady woke up and started beating on the thing, and they opened it up, and the lady raised up, and people were standing around praying. Some people ran. I would have ran too. I ain't with it. Listen, I had a cousin. He asked me. He say, "Man, but that's your relative. Your grandma. Well, not your grandma, but one of your relatives. Could she come home with you? You know, she's alive. She ain't coming home with me." It's been days. You was pronounced dead. You was going in the ground. You like a zombie to me now. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't even couldn't be around you no more like that. Not by myself anyway. And I ain't gonna get too close. This how the zombie apocalypse might start out. Might snap and just bite me. Anything could happen. I don't know, man. I just couldn't do it, bro. I couldn't. Once you did, you did. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it, man. I could love you to death, but from a distance. They said, "What you do?" I said, "Well, she gonna go to a home or something, like a nursing home. I got a visit over there. She can't go back in the house with me like that. I would never sleep good in there. Just think about it. Could you sleep good? I couldn't do it. I'll let y'all tell me in the comments, could you handle that? Because I couldn't. Imagine you got a relative, they died. They was the whole nine. They went, body getting prepared. They got them in clothes. I don't think they embalmed the body. But the lady woke up. And this ain't the first time this has happened. This happened with a kid too. The kid woke up overseas at the funeral of the kid. The kid raised up and was talking about mama, 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 mama. And the kid woke up out the dead and talking about mama. And the kid was dead. Say the kid came back to life days later. When they was doing the funeral, during the funeral, kid raised up in the casket and started screaming for the mama, and everybody went to running. I don't know if the mama ran, but I sure would have been like, out. Sorry. I ain't going. No. He wasn't, no. Can't do it. Sorry. I'll be looking at you all the time thinking about Pet Sematary. Night of the Living Dead, zombies, but more, I be looking at you more like Pet Sematary, you know? I be looking at you with the side eye all the time. I couldn't eat around you. I had to sit and look at you from a distance. I want your voice and everything to still sound same. I have to visit you somewhere first. You couldn't come home with me. I'm sorry, you couldn't come home with me. And if you was going home, they had to have somebody come there to be with you, because I couldn't do it. I have to visit you in the daytime. In the daytime with people. Again, it got to be at least 4 or 5 people. Couldn't even be 2, because we could go in there and something could happen, and something could easily go down with them 2. They might faint, and then I'm all alone again. Hell no, and I can't get out. That'll be just the luck. Doors locked, everything locked. You coming? I'm be done killed myself trying to get away from you. I can't do that. I'm not built that way. Now, unless it was a zombie apocalypse, yeah, I can get it. I probably could kill some zombies with no problem. I definitely could to survive. But if this was going down, I feel sorry for the big people. They gonna get ate quick. Some of them anyway. They gonna get ate fast. And I wouldn't want to be around at one of them turn, because boy, that can be a big, strong person. Looking for food too. I done seen it in the zombie movies. Ooh, boy, that's a danger. I remember that one zombie movie. Which one is it? It's so many. It's one, I think one of the later ones where you had I think it was Mekhi Phifer in it. He had the chick that was pregnant. Yeah, he was in it. and there was a white dude in there. He had some big ass teeth, and he looking all sick, and he had some big ass choppers. I said, boy, this boy changed. He gotta go, bro. We gotta shoot this nigga. Soon as he goes, soon as his eyes closed, we can't even wait around. This boy has some big ass choppers in his mouth, boy. It's like he bite you and your whole arm is gone. He had some big ass teeth. I know they had to do that on purpose, bro. But he had some big ass teeth. That old white guy had some big ass choppers. He did eventually turn too, but he had some big ass choppers. All I be looking at is that nigga mouth. No sir. So I don't want you visiting me. I don't want you at my coffee table. I don't want you at my kitchen table. I don't want you at my dining room table. I don't want you on the back patio table. I don't want your grave in the yard. I don't want your tombstone outside. Now, if you're cremated, I could take the urn and I have to dump your ashes or something, or I could take your urn. But if I start seeing you walk around in there after I took that urn has got to go too. I'm gonna go spread your ashes in whatever place you wanted me to, but I can't deal with it. I really believe that when people die that say they was in their house, I believe they go to wherever they was, like wherever they lived. I believe they go and they be back in their house. I don't think and I think the government knows it too. I think when people die and they're in their home, they're still in their home. People say, oh, there's one lady, she had her son, and the son had the phone, and he snapped some kind of picture, and it was a dead looking thing in the picture with him. It was half of the face looked like the grandma that died 6 months ago or a year ago. I forgot how much time it was, but she was definitely the grandma when they showed the picture. And she just looked dead, and he was sitting in her lap, and he snapped the phone by accident, messing with it, and the grandma head was by his head, and I'd have had a fit, bro. Couldn't do it. They're like, look, I'm going to get the priestess to bless this place. Send you on your way. You still hanging around. Don't hang around. Now, if you do, I don't want to see you. Just don't move nothing around. Don't pick up a plate. I ain't going to be fascinated. You can see me in my dreams. See me in my dreams, but don't, or in daylight or something, but not in the house, not where I stay at. Meet me at the park. Somewhere where there's people, but I don't want you to meet me at all, because I still have nightmares about it. I still feel some kind of way about it, but yeah, I've seen some real horror stories about, and I love horror movies, man. I love them. I do. But when you watch them at night and it's dark and you got a big TV, it really make you think you see some stuff. And but as far as I want to see them is on the TV screen. I don't think many people could be ready for a zombie apocalypse or nothing like that. I don't think people could handle that. I don't think so. I don't think a lot of people could handle that. If that happened, yeah, I don't think that people could handle it. Yeah, a lot of people would be gone because their minds wouldn't accept the reality, and they go walking out there and they wouldn't want to hurt the dead people, and they'll think the dead people. I don't know how people do that, bro. They had The Walking Dead. That was one of my favorite TV shows. Same thing with them. They had a preacher on there, a black preacher, talking about the people still alive, and he's scared of them, terrified of them. He climbing on shit. They trying to kill his ass. He just couldn't hurt them, but he felt they were still people and they were gonna be brought back. Man, look, they dead. Shoot them in the head, stab them in the head. I think a sword would be the best thing to have in a situation like that. That'd be my weapon of a zombie apocalypse. A sword. A long, sharp spear, sword. I want the guns too. Don't get it twisted, because I still want to blast you from a distance, and I want some silencers on it so you won't even hear me when I pop you. I know sound gonna attract them. But those things ain't got no fear and no emotion. That's scary by itself. If a real zombie apocalypse happens, we in trouble. Especially these fragile cupcakes now with all this crazy shit going on where people want to identify as things. Hell yeah, they are done, bro. A real serious situation come out here, a lot of people gonna be dead because they don't want to accept reality and they don't want to deal with reality. Just think about that. God is the truth, the real truth, your real reality, the stuff you actually witness, see, and do. And people want to deny him and act as if he ain't real. Like he don't live in that. Like that ain't him. Like the real reality is what you getting judged on, not imaginary land. You getting judged for what you actually did. He got to go through all that stuff with you on everything you did or didn't do. So free will is everything every thought you have that you act on or don't act on. That's your free will. You're making a choice. Whether you do anything you do, you're gonna make a free will choice. If you don't do nothing, you made a choice. If you do something, you're making a choice. So think about that. Reality. You know, the reality is you're gonna have to defend and protect yourself if a zombie apocalypse were to occur. A lot of people would die. And we done seen the movies a million times, but I feel sorry for the people that never did. They won't make it. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a day. That's that. But yeah, putting the dead bodies in the coffee table shit, not happening. Sorry. Love zombie movies, but I don't want nobody that died. The ex-girlfriend, the ex-wife, she needs to go on to her final place. It's not with me no more. That's it. That's it. I don't know where you're going. I don't want to see you. I loved you when you was here. I don't need to see you when you're gone. I just, no. No, sir. No, sir. Don't want to see you. When it's over, it's over. I'm going to have your funeral. I'm going to, go through my little thing. But that's it. I don't want you visiting me. I don't want you coming back. No. No family members, nothing. No family members, nothing. Anyway. Had to tell you about that story. And them other ones about the caves and dead people waking up. I done seen quite a few of those, but they always overseas. I'm sure it's happening in the U.S., but they ain't gonna tell us everything. But overseas, it's happened quite a few times. And whoever that was, they couldn't come home with me. It is over for you and me. We're cool. I talk to you from a distance. Those days are gone, bro. I couldn't do it. You dead for days. And you just wake up in the funeral in the box when they put you in the ground, go to beating on you, you raise up, you're looking great, whatever color you. Nah, I'm sorry. They can call me whatever they want. You ain't going home with me. Ever. I just can't do it with you no more. I'm gonna talk to you when I want to supervision. Yeah, I can't do that no more. It'll scare me too much, bro. I couldn't sleep. I wouldn't be the same in the house with you, just knowing that you're alive in there, what you might wake up or snap or turn to a zombie or do something to me. I don't know, bro, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Sorry. I don't mean no offense, but love you to death, but I'm done. We're done. That's it. That's it. I'm happy that you're still alive. I'm happy that you're still here. But we're done. Yeah. We're done. Anyway, alright. Just had to tell you those quick little stories. Tell me what you think in the comments. Could you handle that with the dead people being in the coffee table? Would you want, could any of you really, would you really want your loved ones to be put in a coffee table in the living room? Because they literally know how to do it. And they do it. Take the body. It look like it's in some, you finna see it on the video. Just, could you do it? Could you do it? That's the question. To each their own. But I'm curious to read who who would really want their loved one in there, and which loved one would you want to see in the coffee table? You know, well, who would you want to have in there if you was to pick a loved one that died? Who would you be cool with being in the coffee table? I want to know that too. To tell me. You will not. I'd be shocked to see if there's any black people that do. But let me tell you that these days and time, black people are doing things like what white people normally would do. So to hear that would be shocking to me, because I know plenty of black folks gonna be held to the double no. And if somebody, I don't care what color he is, if you a family member or a friend, you can be rich as all outdoors. You got a dead person in your house, in the table, I ain't coming in there. I'm not coming in there. I don't want a snack out of there. I'm not coming in there. I'm not drinking off the glasses out of there. I just can't do it, bro. I talk to you from outside. And I ain't gonna be at your door. I'll talk to you in your yard. Meet me at the sidewalk. Meet me at the sidewalk. I'm gonna pull up. I don't even know if I'm getting out the car. If I do, I'm gonna be leaning on the car. I'm not going in your house, in the back of your yard, to your front door. I'm just not doing it. Sorry. Can't do it. I'm gonna walk away. Telling you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk away. We'll have to meet up on the street. People who live by cemeteries, yeah, nah. Can't do it. No, sir, not gonna happen. Yeah, that's a no. That's a negative. Couldn't do that either. But anyway, I can go on with this. Let me let this be. I'm out.